Welcome to History in Flames. Empires rise and fall, the past comes, alive and fire and ash. Subscribe and relive the stories that shaped the world. The war in Europe was over. The guns had fallen silent, the flags were lowered, and across the world people spoke of peace. But for hundreds of thousands of men, the war did not end. It simply moved east. As the Red Army swept across Eastern Europe, it gathered its enemies like shadows. They were loaded into trains, sealed boxcars of wood and steel, and sent on a journey that would cross the edge of the world. For weeks. The wheels turned through endless snow, the men inside counting the days by the cold that crept under the doors. When the doors finally opened, they saw nothing but white, a horizon of frost and smoke, a land of ice, wind, and silence. Where survival was earned one breath at a time, here men were not expected to live, only to work, to endure, and to disappear into the snow. They worked in forests, mines, and rail lines, building a nation that would never know their names. They carved roads through frozen earth, cut timber in blizzards, until their bodies failed, and when men collapsed. The snow covered them quickly, leaving only the wind to remember their names. Back home, families waited for letters that never came, watching the years pass in silence. Some families clung to hope, others accepted loss, but none truly knew the fate of the men swallowed by Siberia. Years passed, then decades. Still the truth remained buried in snow and silence, until one day the world changed, and the gates of Siberia finally opened. Thin, silent men stepped out into a world that barely remembered them. Some returned to families who had given up hope. Others found their homes gone, their lives erased by time. They were not heroes, nor traitors, just men who vanished into history's coldest chapter. Some lived long enough to tell their stories. Others carried their silence to the grave. Some lived long enough to tell their stories. Others carried their silence to the grave. Today, the camps are gone. The fences rusted. The barracks collapsed. The snow still remembers. Walk through these ruins, and you feel it. The weight of lives that froze here. The whispers of those who never returned. But here, in the silence, their memory survives, carried by the cold, guarded by the snow. And though their voices have faded, their story remains written in ice, carried by time. This was their story, the lost soldiers of Siberia, forgotten by war, remembered by the snow. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Share your thoughts below.